Hey everybody, today's video is going to be about setting up your stream, getting all your equipment without having to break the bank. Let's get started. Yeah! I got Heather! Okay, so when I first decided I wanted to start streaming, I had the discussion with my wife and we talked about what the cost would be, and she gave me a limit. So I had to be under $1,500. If I saved up the money, put it aside, I could spend $1,500. You don't have to start with the most expensive stuff. Instead of spending money on equipment, put it into your content. Get a game, buy a $20 game instead of adding lights. I started saving my money at the beginning of the summer of 2019, and I started putting all that together, and I started researching because my goal was to buy the first or second week of September. So I started doing all my research. I started watching Newegg, fantastic website if you want to buy a computer. I bought a SkyTech Blaze 2 gaming computer. It has a Ryzen 5 2600 6-core 3.4 gigahertz NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 6 gig video card. Like it's loaded. It's only got a 500 SSD drive, which I did on purpose because later on, once I made some money, I bought myself an external hard drive, which I think is the way to go because I'm a console player, so I wasn't immediately loading it up with video games. What I did was I watched it over. I found the computer I wanted and I watched it every week. Every couple days I checked to wait for it to go on sale. The computer was the biggest part of it. It's going to take up most of my budget, so that's what I spent the money on. Because I knew that because I'm playing a console, I had to buy an Elgato gaming card. There's other ones out there. There's like Hauppauge. There's a bunch of different other gaming cards, external plugins that you can use. But I felt, and after doing a lot of research, the Elgato one was the best. But when I got the Elgato, then I had to get the chat link, which added on to that. That ended up costing me about $225 for the Elgato and the chat link. I got my PC and I have my Elgato gaming card, right? Now what I need is some of the add-ons, right? So I need a microphone. So I started doing a lot of research and I found that for the price, Newer is amazing. I ended up getting the professional condenser microphone, and it came with a boom arm. It came with all the little add-ons. It came with the phantom power supply, which I then was able to plug into my computer. But what was really cool with that one was it was on sale and I got it for $65. Next thing, gotta find something that's not too expensive. A lot of YouTubers and streamers are using SLR cameras. I don't have $1,200 for a Canon SLR. So I look at all this and people tease me because I'm Scottish. I don't like to spend money. So if I can find a way to buy something without spending a lot of money and it's still good, I will do the research. I will check to make sure it's I'll spend the money if it's worth it, but if I don't have to, I'm not gonna. So the camera I found is 1080p. It's the one I'm still using right now. We're 9 months into streaming. I actually really like this camera. Now, all the stuff I'm putting in here, all the stuff I mentioned, we're gonna put the links to the Amazon links to it in the description below. But this camera is now, I believe, on Amazon for $135. So a lot of the prices went up. I think with everything happening with COVID, prices went up. People started paying more money. And here's the thing you have to watch with Amazon. Once they sell out, once Amazon sells out, then the private sellers can sell it at any price they want. So right now, that Elgato gaming, the HD60S, I think is what it is. Don't quote me on that. Let me just double check. Yeah, the HD60S, when I bought it, was $204. It's now, I believe, $239. But when they sold out of it, private sellers were selling it for up to $1,000. Okay. So what do we have here? I have my PC ready. I have my Elgato gaming card. I now have my microphone. What else do I need? Well, I need screens. Well, now here's the thing. Screens are like $150 each. So instead of me going out and trying to find the best deal, I started going to businesses and seeing if they were getting rid of any screens. And actually, one of the business I was working with, they were actually upgrading all their screens, so they were throwing some out. So I ended up getting 2 screens, the ones that you see in the picture. Those 2 screens I got for $25 each. The chair I'm sitting in was being thrown out by a business. They didn't need it. I took it. It's great. It works. It's fantastic, right? If there's a video game that people want to see, I'd rather have that money to play the video game so people will follow and watch that and enjoy that. Nobody cares about some people care about what screen I'm using, but the viewer can't see the screen. They can't see the lights I'm using. So the next thing I needed was brackets. Amazon, right? I got brackets for $17 to hold up my screen. $17 just to do that, right? So cheap. If you go to other places, local businesses will be selling the same ones for about $40 or $50. So you don't need super expensive brackets, as long as they have. Always check the ratings, you guys. I always check the ratings. Here's the other thing too. I built my own desk. I went out and I bought all the wood from the local Home Depot. It was 4 boards, bought 2x4s underneath. I stained it myself. I built it myself. My whole goal was to have this whole setup where I didn't have to spend more than $1,500. And that is the key. If you can do it yourself, guys, you're on YouTube right now. If you want to figure out how to build a desk, put in there building a desk DIY. There's nothing, if you have the money, there's nothing wrong with spending more to get something bigger and better. My computer, in the past 6 months, I did add another 8 gigs of RAM. It came with 8 gigs, but now I added another 8 gigs of RAM, so now I have 16 gigs. I think I'm still good with the video card. That will be my next purchase. I'll probably upgrade to probably an 8 gig video card, but it's not a big deal right now. But there are tips and there are tricks that you can do to make the things you have look better, work better, feel better, sound better, everything like that. Like this camera right now, with these new lights I got 2 weeks ago, and I'll put those in the description, not those in the description, but when I do my next video, they've added such a difference. But for the first 6 months, guys, I used 2 lamps that we had in the house, right? The biggest thing is set it up to look as professional as possible, but don't break the bank doing it. That's it. That's how I did it. And what's really cool is my wife gave me a $1,500 limit, and with taxes, I came in at $1,449 to start everything. In that video you just saw, that little bit right there of my desk, you did see a couple add-ons that I have added within the last 2 months. I will do another video with some of those add-ons because I think some of them are really cool, and I will show you guys how to use them. But I hope you guys got some ideas on how you could start this and how you could do it without breaking the bank. That's my whole point, is I don't want people to have to break the bank to do stuff like this. There's always a way to do it and to be able to save money while you're doing it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the live stream. It's Monday through Thursday from 7 till 9. It's Saturday mornings from 8 till 10, and we have a lot of fun doing it. We've added a new feature now. Wednesday nights is going to be with my sister, the SAG sister, and we're playing. A bunch of us, the SAG squad, is playing Battlefront 2, Ewoks versus Stormtroopers. It's hilarious. You saw it at the beginning of this video. Okay, guys, have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.